What's up, dudes? Chooch back with another video, and today I'm out here in the coldest crap I've ever been in my life, dude. So I came up here to go snowboarding in this little mountain town called Eldora, and I really love, the smaller mountain resorts. That's really, my jam. I cannot stand Vail resorts, but that's a whole nother spiel. We'll get into that another day. But anyways, I came up here, man. Usually this place is great, small mountain. They have a lot of big jumps. They have the Woodward Park here, and not a lot of people go, so I can hit all the big jumps and, really have the whole terrain park to myself at this mountain, and not put up with any lift lines. But I came up here, and it was just windy as heck, man, and it was like, I think 65 mile per hour gusts, and they shut down the whole mountain. I mean, the chair lifts were about to flip over up on the mountain, so they had to shut everything down and turn everybody away, and everybody had to go home. But I luckily had the unicycle with me, and I was like, dude, I kind of want to go explore around up here, go check out this whole area, and see what's up, see if I can find some trails, check out the town, and see what's up. And up here, man, people kind of live differently, man. A lot of these people have snowmobiles up here. A lot of these people, it's just mountain life. It's, you stack firewood up in the summertime, and in the wintertime, it's cold, man. It really is cold. Everything's completely frozen up here. And I was just riding my old M Super V3S, guys, and I have just the standard tire for the V3S that usually comes on it, and I've switched it out one time, and I have, I'd say, probably 1,300 miles on this tire right here, and it's probably about half tread, and I have no studs in this tire at all, and it was really slick. So on pretty much riding around out here on all this stuff, I had to really keep my center of gravity low and just flow with it. There's no sharp turns, there's nothing like that. And check this wind out. This wind, I'm telling you guys, it was almost stopping me right here. I was leaning as hard as I could into it, and it was just stopping me. You see how it just funnels through this little valley right here, and it is just gnarly, man. Like, the wind up there is just something else. It's cold and windy, man, cold and windy. But it was a great time. I'm so glad I had the wheel with me. I'm so glad I went out and filmed, and I'm actually really glad that the mountain closed down up there, because I got some incredible footage and checked out some really cool spots, and I ultimately had way more fun riding the unicycle around than I would have snowboarding the same stuff that I always do. So these aren't bell bottoms right here. I know these might look like bell bottoms that I'm wearing, but these are actually my snowboard pants. So they're bigger on the, snowboard pants are a little bit wider, so you can fit the snowboard boots under them. But with the Leot braces, it looks like I'm wearing bell bottoms riding around on this thing. But anyways, I mean, this is really cool up here, guys. And as soon as I got back from this ride, you can see the tires there's no studs on it or anything. It's just completely just a stock tire. But as soon as I got back from up here, I immediately started working on a studded tire. I ordered some quarter-inch screws from I ordered they're quarter-inch little screws. They're little sheet metal screws, and I had the old tire, the old M Super V3S tire that I had, basically slick with no tread on it. I'm experimenting with that and gonna try to make studded tires out of it. And so far, what I got going is, it looks like it's going to work really well, but I only ordered a pack of 50 screws, and it's going to take at least 150 to do one tire the way I want to do it. So if you're thinking about doing studs or anything like that, and you find the right screws, you're probably going to need about 150 to do a full tire if you want to do the outside and the middle of it and everything like that. And I think it really will work out well. I think what I'll have to do on the inside of the tire is really stack up some Gorilla tape in there, to line it so that the tube doesn't puncture on the heads of the screws from the inside. But I think ultimately it'll work out perfectly, and just make sure that that tube is slimed up a lot. And I think it's going to be golden, guys. But you can see right here, I mean, it was sliding around a lot. That tire is slick and sliding around. And for most people, you'd get out here and just be like, dude, this is not even really worth it. But if you go slow, man, this is like scale trailing right here, I'm really into like I like the RC cars as well, those like SCX10 little crawlers and stuff like that. And so with the unicycle, if you can find a little trail like this that's, not the high speed stuff, and you can really just take it easy and enjoy the scenery, I mean, it was just beautiful. I mean, beautiful through here. And they had those little planks up because during the summertime, all this kind of floods in here. I assume, I've never been up here, but those little planks around the edge of this little lake area where, you know, so you can walk on it in the summertime and it's not flooded. But this is just, I mean, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. It was definitely hard to ride in. The uphill stuff was extremely hard to ride in on this unicycle. And one of the things you'll find is all snow is completely different to ride in, especially on an electric unicycle. And if you live in an environment, you know, where it snows a lot, you know the consistency of the snow is widely ranging from snowfall to snowfall. You can have powdery snow and really dense and damp and wet snow. And the difference of it is just immense. And the best snow to ride in on these electric unicycles is if you can hit it at a late night, just powdery snow coming down when it's really cold, and it stacks up about 6 inches. And before anybody gets out there on their bicycle, or anybody makes any foot tracks, or any cars or anything are out, if you can get out there and be the first tracks around, it is so much fun, and you get so much good traction on it, because what happens is it makes its own rut in that powder snow. And so basically it's bracing that middle wheel inside of that powder snow, and it's almost giving you more of an assistance of balance. And I'm not kidding you. Of course it's slick, and of course you're cornering. You got to go a little bit slower in the corners, but that powder snow almost makes a little trough, and you can just rip around in light about 6 to 7 inches of powder snow. Once you get over 7 inches and it starts coming over your shoes, then you know it's a little bit of a problem. But if you can get where it's just skimming your shoes and it's just that powder snow, man, you can really crank and ride just like you normally would. The heavy snow, when it gets compacted and heavy, you know, kind of like this on the side right here, and in a minute you'll see where this wheel actually gets stuck, you know, and it just completely gets stuck in the snow. That heavier snow is really hard to ride in because it ices up really fast, and the wheel is doing a ton of work to push it out of the way, and there's an icy base. You see this icy base right here is super slick, but it is fun to ride in, you know. And riding in all different terrains and everything like that, it's just going to make you a better rider. And for anybody out there that's wondering if this is damaging to your electric unicycle, I'm not going to go ahead and write it off that you won't ever have a problem. You know, I'm not going to say you won't ever have a problem with water damage or anything riding in the snow like this. But what I will say is I've been riding for 5 years, and I've been riding them just like this in heavy snow where it gets caked in there, where you get excessive snow, where it gets caked, where the tire won't even spin, and I've never had a problem with it. Whenever you get done riding, simply make sure the wheel stays completely vertical the entire drying process. Make sure it's standing straight up and all the snow melts directly out the bottom, and you won't have a problem. The links below, guys, take you straight to eWheels and eRides UK. So eWheels is where you're going to want to go for everybody in the USA and Canada, and extremely fast shipping, extremely reliable customer service. eWheels is the best. And for everybody overseas and everywhere else other than the United States and Canada, go with eRides UK. They will get you set up. The links below, guys. Use the code CHOOCH5 and you can get a discount from eRides UK as well. You can also get an instant $20 discount from Lazy Rolling. So all the jackets that I wear, they're Kevlar lined and they're armored. So if you do go down, you know, you got some protection there. They're easy to throw on, and I really swear by them. Use code CHOOCH at checkout for your $20 off. If y'all enjoyed the video, press that red subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.